Now, since we covered most of the aspects of the chart window, let's go back to the Explorer and check out what other modules we have in there. We already talked about catalogs. So catalogs are what your data source provides you, but you cannot edit it. So you can show the content and you can delete them, but it will be recreated at the next data update iteration. So if you want to have your own structure, then you have folders. So folders, the yellow ones, you can create new folders on the fly. You can simply say new folder, let's call it interesting symbols. And now this folder is empty initially, but you can add a symbol there by right-clicking, M, okay, and then it's in here. You can also drag something from the, you can, for example, drag Walmart into the folders, so then it will be copied in here. So now you have already two symbols in here. What you can also do if you want to copy several values, you can right-click and copy to clipboard. Now this will open a little clipboard which can take symbols, and you can add Merck & Co, you can add Walt Disney, you can add international business machines. Now I didn't right click, I pressed F11 to copy it. That's the shortcut for the clipboard. And once we are satisfied here, we can right click on the folder and say insert from clipboard, and then all these values will be in here. We can close it and start with these 5 values to analyze and don't have to look at the big catalog all the time. Now we can also have subfolders in here and organize this more. There's no limit to how you organize your data. You can rename it, delete it, and that's a really cool thing. Now, as you've seen, you can drag and drop not only to folders but also into the chart. You can drag the whole folder into the chart, then you have it as a drop-down ability here. You can drag the catalog in the chart. You can drag most things into the chart, and it will do something meaningful with it. One tiny thing which is quite interesting is you have an export option here, and this export option, you can actually export the list of files, and let's say we have a local directory, and then we go to C, and we simply create a new folder and call it export, and in the export folder we want to save the data. We can also upload it to an FTP server, not needed so far. We can select a template. Currently there's only one available. In a later session you will see where you can actually adjust all the templates which are used in the system. There are several templates used in several places. So we click OK, and then if we take a look at our export folder, you will see there is an HTML document listing the folder. So what is this good for? Actually, we have customers who give some advice to other traders, and they can, in combination with the FTP upload ability, quickly share pictures. They share their currently watched symbols and so on, so they can customize this whole thing and have it updated instantly just by clicking. So that's really valuable. One way to browse your symbols is to click through them to check each of them individually, but if you just want to know what they're currently doing, what their current price is, then you can use the tickers, and the tickers are a very convenient way to just create a new ticker to display price data. So let's say we want to show the Dow Jones. It's okay. It will load the Dow Jones and have a little ticker bar on top of our screen. We can click on any value and it will load in the chart. And they are updated as soon as data comes here. So maybe as a short interruption, nearly every module in the Fibotrader is real-time enabled. So as soon as there's a new price, it will update. In the ticker, you don't have too many options. You can say how fast it is. And you can force it to update, and that's it. Now you close it, and then when you double click, you open it again. And now you see you have to select the symbols again, which is quite unnecessary, one could say. I mean, if you always want to watch the Dow Jones, then you have to select it again every time you close the ticker, so that's could be better. So of course there is a solution to this, and it's called source folders. So if you just open the ticker like that, it will always ask you what to show. But if you right click on the ticker, then you see there is a little menu option called add source folder, and as soon as we click it, we have the same symbol selection dialog. We select the DAX 30, Dow Jones 30, and now we have these source values appear here. And what it does is, if you open the ticker now, it will automatically load all the source values. We can add items to this. I mean, we could, for example, add Volkswagen to the source values. There we have Dow Jones and Volkswagen in here. So it will just mix. You can put nearly everything into source values. You can also put dynamic values into source values, like a portfolio, like filters, and then you see the dynamic result of this ticker. So that's very neat.